Heyo, welcome into the CHGO Bets Daily, presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. Welcome into Studio B of the CHGO Studios. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. And the man in the box at home in his kitchen is Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. How's it going?
This would be a combination of my living room and kitchen. That's what happens when you live in the city of Chicago in a 900-foot square apartment. I'm good, man. Good to see you. I missed you yesterday. We're back, though. Opening day for you. It should be fun. I'm excited to gamble on adults swinging wooden sticks.
I missed you yesterday, too. Congrats on the opening day win. How was watching adults swinging wooden sticks yesterday, and did you bet on those adults swinging wooden sticks yesterday?
My lock yesterday was Corbin Burns under 7.5 strikeouts. We talked about it a lot on the CHGO Cubs podcast pregame, and it hit. I think he had 4. And ironically enough, Kyle Hendricks went over on his strikeouts, which was at plus money. I wish I had taken that, but yeah. So the one bet I had yesterday, it hit.
Well, congratulations on that. I would have taken Burns over strikeouts. I was surprised at his lack of control, but I did live bet the Cubs to win. So there you go. We won some money on the Cubs just because of Burns' inability to strike Cubs out yesterday. But this is CHGO Bets Daily. I am Sean Anderson. That is Cody Delmendo. We are being produced today by Lawrence the Law Dog.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Cody, is it the delay? Is that why? No, just.
Sorry.
Thanks, bud.
Thank you.
We put $50 into our PointsBet accounts at the start of the show, which was over a month ago. We both started at $50. I, have lost $50 plus some at this point. I have quit betting. I am back to gambling. As you can see, my bank is
Let's
at
go.
$25.
He's back.
Cody, last time we talked to you, you were at $12. So there's that win coming in for you. Betting the Corbin Burns strikeout, it's under. You're up to $18.
Yeah, I literally put my last, going into yesterday, I had $11 because when I had the $12, I went 1-1 that night. So I basically just, again, came out even. It gave me like $11.50 or something. And I was just like, screw it. We're putting it all on one thing. I put it on Corbin Burns under strikeouts. And it was at minus 160, so it wasn't like the greatest value in the world. So, yeah, we're up a little bit today, so I was able to actually place more than one bet. So we're hoping to get back to that $112
Hey,
that
Cody,
I
is
once
that the
had.
Nick Madrigal effect there, the lack of strikeouts for the Cubs?
Yeah, the reason I liked it was because, the Cubs lineup is so different now compared to last year. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you feel about this, Sean, but I think the beginning of the year with starters going shorter innings to start because of the fast ramp up in spring training, I feel like even for guys like Corbin Burns, I don't think the Brewers are going to push him because the pitching will carry that team as far as it will. I don't remember how many pitches he ended up throwing, but I know he didn't go more than 5 innings. So, I mean, I got a little scared because he didn't have any strikeouts, I think, going into the 3rd or 4th inning, and then he struck out 4 straight guys on the Cubs, and I was like, oh, God, here we go. Like, I'm going to look like a moron. And then the Cubs somehow started getting hits off him again. So it helped that he didn't have his best stuff on opening day.
Yeah, it seemed like a control issue even early, too. It felt like you didn't love the mound.
3 walks. I remember last year he had like a streak of like 40 innings or something like that where he didn't have a walk, or maybe it was 40 strikeouts. I remember Joey mentioning it on the Cubs show, but on the post game. But, yeah, I mean, he was insane last year. It's just kind of it's going to be hard to replicate that. Not everyone's Jacob deGrom, not to take anything away from him, but and I'm not saying that he's going to be bad or anything like that. It's just more of like it's tough to put up those types of seasons consecutively. So, I I'm just glad it hit.
Well, the Cubs had to show out against him because you look at the last 3 games they played against him. He struck out 10 Cubs, 15 Cubs, and 11 Cubs. So plus money on the over 7.5 strikeouts seemed like easy money to me. But yeah, it just feels like everyone's just taking their time, getting ramped up. We haven't seen anyone eclipse 10 strikeouts yet. Shohei set the high yesterday, striking out 9 Astros. But even then, like when Kyle Hendricks is second in the league with strikeouts, you know something probably isn't going to plan. So yeah, no, definitely interesting to watch. The back and forth there and playing the home run game of if you're going to try to bet that, that's difficult. But we'll talk about that in just a second. The best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use code CHGO when you sign up. If you do that right now, you'll get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. But that's not it. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content, and you'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free t-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for making more than a $50 first-time deposit at PointsBet. If you have any questions, you can email pointsbet@allchgo.com, and we will help you out. PointsBet is your home for live in-play betting, and it just got even better. Introducing PointsBet's newest feature, the live NBA same-game parlay. For the first time ever, you can build the perfect live NBA same-game parlay only with PointsBet. Combine your favorite bets anytime during the day game, and if you want more, if you want better odds, you can also boost your live same-game parlay. You get 1 a day on the PointsBet app. It is the best feature, in my opinion, of the PointsBet app. The Boost. You can watch live, parlay live, and boost live with PointsBet. And now online sign-up is available in Illinois. You can download the PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. So what are you waiting for, Cody? Even though I know you've signed up. Once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet. Live your bet. So what are you waiting for? Once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. I try to get too cute with that. I try to get too cute, bringing in Cody there. Yeah, and then I fumbled it. That was almost a perfect read. And then we got to the ninth inning.
You caught me off guard a little bit there.
What was that?
I said you caught me off guard a little bit there. I thought you wanted me to say something, and I was like, I don't know what you want me to say, Sean.
Nah, just yanking your chain there. But let's get into your big 3 here, Cody, because I'm guessing you don't have a same game.
I haven't placed it yet, and I kind of wanted your thoughts on it, but I like it because the White Sox are opening today, so I felt like I need to come up with something. But I like maybe a same game of like the over and one of the spreads. I just can't decide which one I want. I wanted to get your thoughts on something like that.
You're talking for the Sox game?
For the Sox Tigers, yeah. I like either the spread and the under or over. I don't know, but I was also thinking as far as player props, like maybe 2+ hits for Luis Robert and Eloy Jimenez, both. You can parlay that, I believe, on PointsBet. And I don't know. I don't know. Like I wanted your thoughts before I actually placed the bet.
Let's do this. Let's call a little audible here. Let's go to my big 2. We'll talk about it that way, and then maybe we'll be able to work out your same game parlay here. So I did put $25 into my account after going bankrupt twice. So shout out to that. We are at $25. I'm going to put a bet down for Eloy Jimenez to hit a home run. That's at plus 630. He's 1 for 3 lifetime against Eduardo Rodriguez. He's got a double and a walk. He's been able to see him well. This is supposed to be a big season for Eloy. If you're looking at him, he hasn't had a real, true, start to the season. His first, true start in the major leagues in 2019 was being called up midway through the season, starting in Kansas City. That's his major league debut. That's not a normal start to opening day. Last year, he was injured. He tore up his shoulder trying to be Vince Carter on the outfield wall. Didn't have a normal start to opening day last year. This is the first time you're ever healthy, ready. You have the experience on opening day. Go out and make some noise. I'm picking Eloy Jimenez, not only to hit a home run today, but he's also my pick to click for the Sox. So I do like Eloy tonight. And then I'm going White Sox money line. I do just think that, Giolito needs to make a statement tonight. I don't know if he'll go over on his Ks and stuff like that. We'll talk about that, Cody. But I do like the White Sox to win tonight. So does that change your mind on any of it now that you're talking a little bit about putting together an Eloy and Robert parlay?
Yeah, I mean, so if you parlay Eloy and Luis Robert both to get 2+ hits, the odds are plus 721 on just a 2-leg parlay. And I'm not trying to put the house on it. I'm trying to just put a couple bucks. I literally have, after making the 3 bets for my big 3, I have like $3 left. And I was, I was thinking about that. Maybe if not both of them, maybe one of them in White Sox money line. I do think the White Sox win today. I think Detroit's an up-and-coming team, and even at home, and they, it's kind of juicy to take that home dog. But the White Sox, they desperately need to get off to another hot start with the injuries that they've had before the season even starts, if they plan on winning the division. So I think that they will do that. So I think the Sox win today. What do you?
Yeah, if you're taking those guys, I mean, those are probably the best players outside of TA to play around with the 2+ hit prop. Just because obviously lefty-righty matchup plays into them, but the fact that they just swing so often, they're not going to look for walks. They're going to go down swinging. They're not afraid to. So I do like that, especially the left on right matchup. The way that Luis Robert has looked in spring, the way that Eloy has looked in spring, this should be a big year for them. I obviously like the Robert line of +2 hits. If you want to take that anywhere, I do think that might hit tonight. But I think I'm just so nervous of doing parlays in any way. So I really can't give you too much guidance just because I am taking straight bets, I think, until I get over $50. Until I'm able to get into the green here, I'm sticking to straight single bets only just because I'm terrified of losing my money. So, I mean, feel free. I don't hate it. I like the thinking. If there's players on the White Sox that you want to go for 2+ hit props, Eloy and Robert are your choices. You got a big 3?
Yeah, so my big 3, let's start with, we're going to keep riding the Brewers starting pitching going under on the strikeouts. I like Brandon Woodruff under 5.5 strikeouts. -120 is not as big a favorite as Burns yesterday, but I'm going with the same logic. The Cubs lineup, I don't think they're going to strike out a ton this year. I mean, they are a contact-based lineup. I think they showed a little bit more power than people think yesterday, but I like Woodruff on the under strikeouts there. I like to take a money line on one game today. I was thinking about the White Sox, but I kind of wanted to wait till later in the afternoon to make this bet. So I like the Blue Jays at -165, and then Jonathan India to record 2 hits against the Braves at +105. They actually beat the Braves yesterday. Jonathan India coming off a Rookie of the Year season. He had a good game yesterday. I like him to keep that rolling. I know Charlie Morton is pitching for the Braves today, so it might be tough. But if there's anyone who's going to make any noise in that Reds lineup, it is Jonathan India or Joey Votto off the top of my head. But India's going to, I'm sure he'll be batting leadoff, so he's going to get more opportunities than anyone else. So I kind of like that at plus money.
Money. I like that bet.
Yeah, I like plus money, and you know what? I liked the plus money on the Reds last night too. I should have taken them. They were the road dogs. I like them on the plus money line yesterday. I should have taken them. They ended up winning. So
admittedly, I am already kind of addicted to the whoever the player is 2+ hits bet because you can get them all at plus money, and I am addicted to plus money. You love to see it.
Me too.
So again, those are the 3 I really like. Reds money line. Listen, I don't think they're going to be good this year, but they will. I do think they will continue to be a feisty team that they've been over the course of my life. They're not going to be an easy out. People can't name half the roster, but they do have a ton of young players. Hunter Green's going to be a Rookie of the Year candidate, in my opinion, as one of their starters. Nick Senzel is who's a top draft pick that they took. He's healthy this year. He's there. Like the Reds honestly will be better than I think many people think going into this year. They would have been so much better if they kept Winker and
Suarez.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, India last year, 38 games with 2+ hits. So, hey, I mean, there's a chance. I mean, you got a decent, probably 12% chance that he does that. So I don't hate that. And I love plus money too. There's a reason I'm taking a prop with plus 630 odds. Let me turn $1 into 630. I'm excited for that. Final thoughts, Cody. Let's wrap this up. I do like, the Woodruff thing's interesting. It's a low number. You look at his past outings against the Cubs, 12 strikeouts, 8 strikeouts, 6 strikeouts, 8 strikeouts, 8 strikeouts, 3 strikeouts. So if he's going, not the distance, if he's knocked out before the 4th inning, before the 5th inning, I like that prop. But if he goes into the
reason
inning,
the reason I like it, and you bring up those past performances, majority of those past performances were when the Cubs had the old core of Bryant, Rizzo, and Baez and all that. And this is kind of like a hit against them, is that a lot of them were boom or bust type players. They struck out a lot. Rizzo, maybe not so much, but they had a lot of same type of hitters in the lineup. And this year, they just don't have a lot of those. So, and, again, I don't know, especially with the weather today, I'm not sure if he'll go past 5 innings. So if the Cubs can just make contact like they're built to do, I like under 5.5. It's not as big a favorite as Burns yesterday. Burns was at -160. Woodruff -120. I feel like it's at least a safe bet. But I mean, if I lose it, then it is what it is.
I mean, speaking of odds here, what are the odds the Cubs and Brewers actually play this game?
I don't think it's
good. Not very good. So it's supposed to rain. I guess there's snow in the forecast too. They haven't called the game yet. It's almost 11 o'clock. They haven't called the game yet, so I think they're going to play the game, or at least try to. I mean, I live 2 miles from Wrigley Field, and there's no snow or rain out right now. So, I mean, I don't know what our forecast, how it's coming up with all this terrible weather, but nothing is happening here.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I think they'll play the game. They're psychopaths to play these games in April anyway, when it's cold.
It's also another thing, like a few years ago, the Brewers got super mad at the Cubs because they called a game, way ahead of time, I guess. And I feel like the Cubs have not forgot that. And so anytime they play Milwaukee, they're just going to find a way to play the game no matter what. Because there was a big thing about it. Not necessarily a big thing, but locally it was like, like the entire state of Wisconsin was just pissed off that the Cubs canceled this game, even though it was, I guess the reason was because there was supposed to be bad weather in the forecast, and then there wasn't bad weather, and they canceled the game too early. So this is kind of vice versa. There was bad weather in the forecast, but as we see right now, there is nothing going on. So I don't know. It's weird. It's stupid.
Yeah, it looks like a cell is coming down north, so there might be more rain as we get closer to game time. So we'll see if the Cubs and Brewers play. But it looks like the Sox and Tigers will play. Vinny was saying that there's no rain in the forecast. You could check out the White Sox pregame starting at 11:30 a.m. It's Herb Lawrence and I on the CHGO Sports YouTube channel. Make sure you're there and subscribed. We'll have a postgame for you as well once the last out is made. Cody, what time does Cubs pregame start today? Would it be 12:50?
No, I don't believe we're having a pregame show today. We'll just have postgame. So postgame, if there's a game, it'll be shortly after the game. So tune into that. Hopefully we're talking about a W. Well, I know me, Luke, and Ryan will all be remote, so unfortunately won't be in office. But
gotcha. Make sure you follow at CHGO_sports. We will go live on Twitter as well. We go live on Twitter and YouTube right after those games ends, or 30 minutes to 15 minutes before on pregame. So 11:30 for the Sox and Tigers pregame today on the CHGO Sports YouTube. That is Cody Delmendo. You can follow him on Twitter at Cody_CHGO. Got to thank Lawrence for his great production. The Law Dog. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. And we will talk to you next weekend when we're millionaires, and go White Sox.